Today's film is from 2011. I remember when it came out, I was in grad school the first time, but I didn't have a job yet, so I was very picky about what movies I could see because I didn't have endless supply of money to see all the movies. Unfortunately, this was one of the movies that I didn't see, but I've seen it now, and I think I probably like it more now than I would have then, so that's good. This is, of course, 2001's Weekend, written and directed by Andrew Haigh. I believe it's pronounced High. Could be Hay. I'm not sure. This was his second film, but his big breakout film. It premiered at South by Southwest. It played all over the UK and the US. It made over $1 million over its budget. Its budget was about $120,000. It made $1,128,000. Yeah, that's hard to say. It won several awards for. It won the Audience Award at South by. It won many awards at gay film festivals, including Frameline in San Francisco and Outfest. And the actor Tom Cullen won Best or Most Promising Newcomer at the British Independent Film Awards the year it came out. It is mostly a two-handed film, and of the two hands, it mostly follows Tom Cullen, Russell, played by Tom Cullen, who won the Promising Newcomer Award. He is a bit of a lonely guy. He has his friends, but he doesn't quite fit anywhere. And after going to a party at one of his friends' houses, he then goes to a bar, clearly intending to have a hookup. However, when he meets Glenn, played by Chris New, more than a hookup ensues. I liked the way they showed how they met because it was all about the eyes, and you weren't sure until they do the cut if they were going home together, even though they're in the poster, so you know they're going home together. But the way it was filmed, you don't actually see how they wound up going home together. You don't actually see them having sex the first time. You see them eyeing each other, and then you see them having coffee the next day. That following scene is Glenn is an artist, and he is recording all his partners talking about how they've met and what they were expecting and what they felt as they first have sex. And he does this because he's recording similar instances in order to put together some sort of art project that he hasn't quite finalized what it's going to be yet. And Russell, he's a little wary of this, but eventually opens up. This is an important scene because later in the film, after they've known each other for a bit longer, they have a similar conversation, but he really, really opens all of it. You also discover that Russell keeps a similar kind of diary, only of his own impressions of the people that he's dated. You then find out after you've seen them happy and him going to work and then them meeting up again later that day, you find out that Glenn is headed to Portland the next day, Portland, Oregon. This is leaving Nottingham, England, to go to an art program. And now they realize their time is limited. And are they going to spend Saturday night, Sunday morning together or not? That is the rest of the film. I'm not going to spoil how it ends. I will say I cried a bit. I always cry, so you know me. They have amazing chemistry together. The conversations feel like really true first getting to know somebody, but first getting to know somebody who you feel comfortable with. There's a big difference between an awkward, terrible first date and a first date with someone that you've connected on a deeper level with. And this is a great example of the latter and how you can be extremely intimate with someone emotionally really fast if you've made a great connection. It also has sort of some debates about, or not debates, that's not the right word. It discusses feelings of especially in northern England, what it's like to be a gay man, and whether like the Russell character never quite feels comfortable with his sexuality in public. Like he has this great monologue about not being ashamed of it when he's home, but when he's out and about, he's never quite comfortable. And England has a very rocky history of its discrimination towards gay men in particular, and a lot of violence and a lot of inequality, and much like in what we call red states, here are red counties. I don't believe in red states counties. There's parts of England where homophobia and dangerous homophobia is worse than other parts of England. Nottingham being in that working class northern part, even though it is an urban place. I was going to say one more thing, and now I can't remember what it was. Oh, yes, so it's beautifully shot. It was apparently inspired by the photography of a team called Quinford and Scout, and they inspired the look of the film. So while the film was being made, they also shot beautiful photographs to sort of to document the making of the film. You can see them online. They're gorgeous. The film's cinematography was done by Ula Ponticos. So I'm assuming that's a woman, but I'm not sure. I'm going to look this up. But Andrew Haigh started out as an editor. And I think what's so great about, yes, okay, this is a woman. I think what's so great about the film is that, oh, wow, she's awesome looking. Whoa. Okay, sorry. She's like holding a giant camera. What's so beautiful about the way the film is made is you can tell Haigh started as an editor because there's all these just little moments. And I don't know, not all directors like discard little moments, but I feel like editors, because they sift through everything, they see all the little moments in raw footage, and not all films keep the little moments in, and some films are, called deliberately paced and things like that when they include little moments, which always pisses me off because it's the little moments in films that I love the most, and having a film almost completely built on good conversation and little moments is like candy to me. So this was a delight to watch, especially when the two leads have such great chemistry. I love me a good romance. So this is a good romance, a little bittersweet, beautifully shot. Makes you wonder what you could do with $120,000, because it looked really great. It looked like $1 million film, to be honest. So this is Andrew Haigh's Weekend. He has several other films. I have not seen any of them, to be honest. I'm terrible. You can watch this on Filmstruck, and on Filmstruck it has a whole bunch of special features, everything you could find on the Criterion disc. So you can also get the Criterion disc, obviously. Plus 2 of Andrew Haigh's short films that he made prior to Weekend, so you can sort of see how he progressed as a filmmaker. I have not watched them yet, but they're there. So this is Andrew Haigh's Weekend. I recommend it. A little bit of bittersweet romance for your Pride Month.